don't know how I feel about the limited number of lives. I'm kind of good, but also kind of not.
Two of our men, Vernon and Hannigan, were inspecting a previously unexplored area and we lost contact with them. There was a minor groundquake, but it was enough to cause the actual tunnel to collapse, so you must use another entrance to locate them. Use your terror scanner to find an entry point.
I think also you get well, you learn to, yeah, I mean, so there is stuff like that, but like one of the difficulty options, well, sorry, there's no difficulty options, there's difficulty levels, and not only do they give change the number of lives, but they also change the number of enemies. And I've seen it in quite a few games that do that, and I think that should be an adjustable then. Because what if you want to play with more enemies or with harder enemies, but you don't want to play with limited number of lives? So by going up to an easier difficulty level, you're reducing the enemies and increasing lives, so it's like twofold. And so I'm saying, you feel like you've seen the game before. Was it in early access before release? The game's not released yet. I don't know if they did an early access prior to this. There's always potential too that games did demos for many of the Steam sales, or was it an indie game demo thing at one point? Was it? I don't look it up. There's... Okay. Rumble, rumble. Send the ball down anyway. Zap. Good enough. Okay, so there was a parasite thing, but no flyers. Oh, look at the other thing. Can we climb the ropes we leave behind back up? I don't believe so. Well, you have unlimited rope, so you just put another one down. Oh, dude. He won't, run if he's connected to a rope. What a shame. I should have waited. We saw it when we were down there. There's two. Hey Zebra, how you doing? Oh, you got your 5-pack in for last spell, nice. Oh, that's not good, man. What's wrong?
Okay, Hannigan has a personal radio beacon so you can locate him using your tracker.
Oh man. I went full Karen on a place. Sometimes you have to. I think I was, when the first Karen-y thing happened, I went, this is going to suck for service. Because anyone making a legitimate complaint now is just going to be labeled a Karen. It's similar to the OK Boomer argument, right? It was funny and all, but it meant that any time an elder person had a valid argument against a younger person, OK Boomer became the answer. It's like, it's just a straight up shutdown instead of, legitimate, resolution. And you see it happen in, service industries now where someone will have reason to speak with someone and they'll just be like, oh, stop being Karen. It's like, no, that's not what's happening. Like, worst service. Memification of arguments, yeah, that's it. Oh, they just... They didn't take you to a table. Wow, that's pretty bad. Bad app for ordering. Yeah. Even though that sucks, I don't think that's... And, it's something to be upset about. It's becoming a thing. Menu out of stock's really bad as well. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the walls have some sort of veins on them. Yeah, we talked about the gaslighting one quite a while ago, how it changed. I was referring to that meaning for shutting down an argument, and people would bring up how it has been used for, and originally was for more of a misogynistic treatment of your partner, which I was unaware of. But it becomes a thing of, your argument's just invalid. Oh man. It took an hour and 45 minutes to cook the food. You're surprised that it was overcooked? I left it on for a bit too much. I don't know if it's got a term, but it happens in a lot of areas where... I don't think we needed to go that way. As generations slowly roll over, current standards become the norm and the expected, and that's not usually a good thing. And it's when adolescents coming through to teenagers and young adults, it just become like certain things are what they're used to, what they expect, and that sets the standard. I think mobile phones is one of the biggest change where that sort of became a thing, where if you're around when mobile phones or cell phones, whatever you call them, and they were quite expensive, that factored into a lot of people's, well, do I need it? Because back there, at that time too, people were still running house phones. I don't think we need to go up the top. And it was sort of one of the things that people just knew was going to become the standard where you might have a conservative phone plan, but new sort of young adults, teenagers coming through, getting their first job where their expenses aren't, well, I remember when I was a teenager, my expenses were, do I want to have pizza with my friends or, go to the movies and whatnot, so, that just, those things sort of just changed for, kids went, okay, well, if a phone plan's going to cost this much, then I just need to, it just became part of the, that's what it costs to live. Yeah, and it happens with service as well, where if you sort of come up at that point where you're, paying for your own stuff, whether it be going to restaurants or takeaways or whatnot, if bad service is what you're used to, that becomes the standard. So then you go somewhere and you get, just reasonable service, and you're like, wow, that place was really good. Whereas someone else might be like, that place wasn't really good, it was like minimum. That's all like this weird perspective. Gaslighting has to occur over an extended period. That's a different type of... so gaslighting's morphed to where there's at least 3 different uses of the term to call someone out for... Let's just go with bad behavior. Yeah, and well, the other thing too, Pop, is that language is fluid, and so it changes with. I don't think we want to go up there with time. So the dictionary is not a set of rules; it's a reflection on how language is currently being used. So people quite often will go to the dictionary and be like, "This is what this means." Like that's not what it means. That's what at time of printing. How that word was used. Well, you agree with it or not, that's how it is. There's a term for people that want to say that this word means this and because it always has. Otherwise, we'd be speaking incorrectly ye olde English, which is not ye, it's thee. Because, again, words mean things. Prescriptive and descriptive, kind of. There's a word used for people that want to not let language change. I'll just say traditionalist, but that's not it. It's a something or other, a ist, where the idea is that this word means this and it will always mean this and it will only forever mean this, so you're using it wrong. Like, well, if everyone's using it wrong, that's the new right. It's not like mathematics where, you use it wrong and get wrong answer. It's like it's a language. It's why the languages are dead languages, even though you can learn them. It's because there's no sort of living area to keep the language alive. Yeah, point of language is to communicate, 100%. It's why, and I still think it's amusing. It doesn't mean it's wrong, but the word literally is like to take something literal, to use its actual meaning. So the whole joke of I literally died, and people being like, you mean you figuratively died? So even though, yeah, but then that became a thing. It got added to the dictionary because so many people would say I literally something for something they didn't literally do. And so that's how it is now. It's important to know your audience before using words people disagree on definitions for. Kind of. So there's a little bit of that where there's a responsibility to the user to, but also, I think, oh, you should be using an actual gun for that. There's some sort of responsibility to a listener as an individual to have, you know, a grasp on a topic they're trying to pay attention to. Okay, so that's where we ended up needing to get to, and we can't get through that way. Let's say lay like a double charge. I think it's headshots only on the bugs, because like, I'm not the best shot, but I'm pretty sure a couple of those, the line was going through the body there. All because Severo had to go full Karen, yeah. I think the takeaway on that is don't order your drinks, your entrees, mains, and desserts from an app at the same time. And always check with your server if your drink order has gone through, because they'll check. And it'll definitely save you an issue. We had an issue going out to dinner with Dad a while ago. And our drinks had a girl came past and asked if we're okay because we're using whoops. It's probably a death I can't afford to spare. And we said, oh, our drinks haven't arrived. And she pulled out the thing and looked at the app and went, oh, they haven't gone through. She gave the reason why. User issue. Unclear user interface. Where we'd ordered the drinks, well, we thought we'd put the order in, but you had to confirm like 10 times. Probably not actually 10, but more than what you'd expect to confirm for a drinks order. Nobody even checked if the food was okay. Yeah, that's there's a few other things. Well, yeah, things just become normal, whether it be for good or for bad, and it just becomes expected. I wouldn't be surprised if restaurants end up going, slowly going to that. It's usually lowest common denominator wins as well. Let's turn that off now.
Thank God you found me. Vernon was trying to find a way to escape, but he never came back. There's a way out to the east, and we shouldn't draw any attention.
Protect Hannigan. That's so much better. Mount a rope here, not a zipline. Stand near the edge. You must find the right spot, select the rope from your equipment, press the shortcut key. So, okay, we can do that, and we did that last time, except the shortcut key... isn't working. I'm gonna go the shortcut key's not working. If customers are satisfied with crap service, why work harder to provide better service? Because the fact that they're okay with it is a myth. Just because someone doesn't complain doesn't mean they were okay with it. It means they're probably not going to come back and they're going to do what Severo did and tell all their friends about how bad a place was. Hey Baby Tech, happy weekend to you too. Think of any time, and not everyone's like this, so if you're someone who will complain about everything the second anything is wrong, this doesn't apply to you. But for everyone else, think of any time something didn't go, like, wasn't up to your standards, didn't meet expectations, was just downright wrong, and your solution was to think to yourself, well, I'll remember that and I won't come back here again. Yeah, for a lot of people, things have to be really bad for them to make a complaint. A lot of people won't even send back food if they made a mistake. Like if you asked for a certain dish without an item. A lot of people will just pick it off or eat it anyway. You know, and they might justify it by going, it's not that I don't like it, I just prefer not to have it, so I'll just not have it. It's like, well, you ordered it without it. You know, like, you're allowed to... Yeah, the hotkey's not working for that. But for rope, if I select it, no. There we go. Hello, rope. Young generation getting the wrong order. I guess this is what I ordered, time to eat. Well, yeah, a lot of people just don't want the hassle. And especially now, a lot of people don't want to be Karen. Hello? Oh, there we go. You'll be standing facing that way. Quickly, quickly, quickly. But we don't know, I don't know how to get dude to use it. So nothing's going to change with that, is that we couldn't get him to actually use it last time. He just chose not to. I can control the other guy, but not right now. Change gun. Okay, can't change gun while moving. Man, that thing was still alive. That means they're going to be coming up here looking for me. Those things. So a lot of winning against those things is just going to be the knowledge that they're there. You've seen people in a movie somewhere.
Rescue
Me too.
team is digging through the rock to make an escape point with you. I marked the position on your map. Go there with Hannigan and wait for our people.
Alright, go there with Hannigan. People are the worst, man. Make the grossest movies. There's an extraction point way over there. Hannigan said go out through the east. Okay. So we've cleared out the area. We still need to get Dude Bro here to use this rope. Yep. And he seems pretty useless. Mainly because he's pretty useless. So if we try to drop down, he will drop down. So I have no idea what we're supposed to do for him. Except die. Okay, maybe if he's standing there and I put the rope down for him. Oh man, I just used a scared ball. Dude, look at the rope. Can I electrocute you? No. So the only thing I can think of, maybe he needs to be here when I do it. Alright, dude. Okay. You have to wait till he's falling and press up. But I thought I did that last time. Okay, looks like I've got an oxygen meter. Can I not swim? Oh, it's tank controls for swimming. So W to swim forward and then A and D to rotate. Can't shoot grappling hook from water. I'm playing on keyboard and mouse. I did try it with controller off stream just while I was setting up, and the controller controls are really bad. Oh. So if gamepad is a deal breaker for you, worth considering. Oh, come on, will you? Oh no. Yeah, ball may be there for that. I do only have 2 left, so I gotta make sure I use them at really good spots. Well, how far can we go? That far. Is that water? Come on. Oh, that's right. Tank controls. I don't know if I can shoot it. We might not have a way out of here. Are they killing my dude? That is killing my dude. Cannot say happy with that. That's not going to work. That is also not going to work. Okay, is there a use explosives on the bottom option? I was just thinking about that first name surname, or if there's a tunnel down there. No, so... Oh, option is to win by drowning. You failed to complete the mission, so you can start the mission over again. I'm trying to think what else I could do in that situation. The exploration would be more fun without limited lives. Yeah, so on the difficulty settings, you don't have unlimited lives on the normal setting. So there's there's 5 settings you find out if you click hard. Easy, medium, and hard before you get into the hardcore. There's 2 different hardcore options. Or easy, normal, and hard. Normal still has limited lives. I think it's either 14 or 15. We've got 7. But there's less enemies. So it's just about a bit more about the exploration. There's no option to have the amount of enemies we've got and more lives. And if you want unlimited, I don't know if easy is unlimited or just even more. Let's assume unlimited. There's even less enemies. So, and I think that I spoke briefly on it earlier. I personally don't like that as ways of just having set difficulty. Like, I think they need to be 2 different slider options for people that really want to get involved in it. Some people will just select the easy one and be like, yep, I just want to play and have fun, and that's totally cool. You know, other people will hit normal or hard. But when the options are, you have much less, I just want more lives. I'm happy having unlimited lives, but I like the difficult challenge from room to room or from section to section. I think when you tone down the number of enemies, the need for the lives becomes less. Yeah, Tomb Raider kind of did that as well. I think that was the last Tomb Raider.
Vernon and Hannigan were inspecting a previously unexplored area and we lost contact with them. There was a minor groundquake, but it was enough to cause the entry tunnel to collapse, so you must use another entrance to locate them. Use your terror scanner to find an entry point.
Outside of just straight up traditionally platformers, but even then, I don't see the need to have limited lives in a lot of games. I don't know, I just think we do so much better with checkpoints and things. Outside of like people doing wanting to set a hardcore run, like a deathless run, by having that built into the game, it means you can get an achievement for it, and people can't be like, well, prove it, where's your video? You could just, and before people be like, oh, you could just cheese it. Yeah, well, I mean, if you're going to go to that sort of effort, you're going to do it anyway. But for most people, it's just nice. Or imagine like FTL, people that play FTL no pause, having an option at the start of the game where you could tick no pause, and then the game just sorts that out for you, But that's a different, like, that's sort of a different set of rules, for people. Or like imagine it, or mods for like if there were, people doing a no-hit run on certain games, if there was that no-hit option, or one hit and you die option at the start, you don't have to manually kill yourself off or end your run if it happens. And so challenge runs and stuff like that's totally cool. But yeah, regular gameplay, I just don't understand the a life counter anymore. In theory, because we know the way to go now, if I can remember it, we can get to that spot fairly quickly. Remember where the enemies are, and that's part 1, I don't need to go there. Skip over the stuff and get back. Remember where the big dude is that swings out of the sky. I believe there's 2 of them in this zone. Yeah, the second one is after you've got to set the rope up for the idiot. We don't even need to scan, we can just... Okay, come through. Yeah, I don't know the exact details on the Crash Bandicoot, but I know they definitely had the by default they'd had lives turned off. I didn't know they had an option for retro, but it seems like a good option. Come on, where are you?
Okay. Hannigan has a personal radio beacon, so you can locate him using your tracker.
Come on. He puts his gun away every chance he gets to. It leaves you in a There's definitely two flyers up there. Come on. I don't think we needed to go up there. Oh, is this the first thing? This is the first dude. Yep, there it is. How can you enjoy your pizza, man? Ah. Just wanted to look down over the edge. Come on. I think that's enough to... Oh, Dodger getting some points in for Skull. Nice. A fun looking game. No. Oh, dude won't jump with his gun out. What is this rope that got? That's got to be bad, right? Like something bad's got to happen here. Okay, come on. Making progress. Kinda. What are we looking for exactly? This guy here.
Thank God you found me. Vernon was trying to find a way to escape, but he never came back. There's a way out to the east, and we shouldn't draw any attention.
Endgame. I don't know, it's my first time playing. Let's... Yeah, I think that's the way to do it. Back up, get them all in a line, and... Come on, back up, dude. There's also a thing on the ground to get 2 visual clues. But you don't... That's not terrible.
Are you there? I've got your signal. Rescue team is digging through the rock to make an escape point with you. I marked the position on your map. Go there with Hannigan and wait for our people.
Okay. Come on. Remember Worms Armageddon? And Ninja Rope was the greatest. Oh, get sniped, idiot. Really drained the battery, but I guess it was necessary. I think we've got balls. No scan balls left. Oh, that's a problem. Oh, okay. Apparently that's where we need to go. Okay, let's get Idiot then, and hopefully he won't fall trying to climb down this rope. You need to drop and catch the rope. There we go. Oh, wait. Okay, so wizard, yeah, it's from the bugs. Okay, come on, dude. How come he makes that jump and my regular dude who's better at doing that couldn't make that jump? Oh man, I hope he's got a I really hope he's got a thing that lets him do the things. Okay, good. Because if he didn't have one of those, it would have been all over there. Come on.
Bring Hannigan here.
Okay. Yeah.
Good. Now wait here. The rescue team is digging through to you.
It's a cool mining machine. We did it, chat. Not terrible. Day 31. So apparently we're camping out for 2 weeks in between each little mission.
Shaft elevators are off, and we can't turn them on from here. Find the elevator control room.
Alright, find elevator control room and turn on the elevators. Aim to display current list of tasks and map. Yeah. Okay. We lost the good gun. Why? I don't think I'd ever take a staircase with unlimited ropage. Yeah.